Good evening, everyone. Appreciate you being online. We're still waiting for a few more folks to join us. We're so excited about tonight's event, but if you will, chat with each other in the chat box and get to know each other, because we're going to spend the next hour having a really good time celebrating the Reidsville Area Foundation celebration.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's 20th anniversary celebration of Impact. My name is Dawn Sharaba, Executive Director of the Reidsville Area Foundation, and I'm joined with two community partners to help share stories of impact, collaboration, and resiliency. Each one of you tuning in has been a part of our journey and success over the past 2 decades, and I sincerely thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Kathy Powers, the Executive Director for Aging, Disability, and Transit Services. Our organization is dedicated to enhancing quality of life for the residents of Rockingham County, providing supports that optimize health, well-being, independence, and connection to our community.
Hi, I am Dr. Hale, CEO of Cormor Community Development Corporation here in Rockingham County, North Carolina, where we provide food, shelter, and clothing for those that are in need.
Reidsville Area Foundation is motivated by a vision of a thriving Rockingham County, where every resident feels valued and supported. We envision a community where residents value public education that starts in early childhood, where they participate in a thriving local economy and have opportunities to be active and enjoy both mental and physical well-being. A healthy community is one where members are connected to one another. We work closely with grantee partners who share our vision, and together we make that vision a reality.
ADTS was one of the first recipients to receive grant funding from the Reidsville Area Foundation. Now, 20 years later, we've partnered on nearly 40 grants providing services to the people of Rockingham County. Programs like senior prescription assistance and Meals on Wheels, home modifications that support people to remain safely in their homes, and transportation services including the SCAT bus, Rockingham County's first fixed route transportation system. Reidsville Area Foundation has provided our organization nearly $1 million to go to the programs and supports that we provide. But the value of our partnership goes far beyond dollars and cents. Reidsville Area Foundation has been instrumental in building bridges for success, not just for the people that we serve, but as organizations, pulling together community leaders and facilitating conversations for change.
Corma CDC is one of the Foundation's newest grantee partners. The Reidsville Area Foundation provided funding to help us grow and to address food insecurity in our community. What I'm proud of at Corma CDC is how the food insecurity is being addressed with the help of the foundation, with the help of the volunteers, and the help of our board members.
We come together to celebrate partners that are building a stronger and more resilient community.
It's been an honor to gather with all of you and to celebrate the foundation and our partners.
These two women model courageous, equitable leadership, and I'm so proud to be sitting and sharing the stage with them today. When common goals and values align us, we can achieve more together than we can alone.
What a great way to kick off the Reidsville Area Foundation's 20th anniversary. My name is Rodney Shotwell, and I'll be your MC tonight. For all of you all at comfort in your homes, make sure you got your snacks and everything, because we've got a really good, wonderful 1 hour worth of celebration here. Because I could personally tell you, from being a part of the 16 of the 20 years as the superintendent of Rockingham County Schools during that time, it's amazing the difference that it made in the lives of our children. We had the student health centers, we had technology, we had the gym grants for our teachers, we had help for our beginning teachers. Technology was really huge. And I just want to say that none of the things that we've been able to do and many of the aspects that we had in our schools would not have been possible without the Reidsville Area Foundation. And at this next time, I would like to introduce one of our students. This next video was created by Rockingham County early college student Isabella Daniels, and it provides a quick overview of Reidsville Area Foundation.
In 2001, Annie Penn Hospital joined Cone Health, inspiring a gift of $28 million for the health and wellness of Rockingham County residents. This formed the Annie Penn Community Trust. 7 years later, leadership restructured the trust into the Reidsville Area Foundation, a private nonprofit foundation separate from the healthcare system. Reidsville Area Foundation is motivated by a vision of a thriving Rockingham County where diversity and civility coexist and all community members feel valued and supported. We believe that this type of community is one where every resident has opportunities to participate in the community's social, economic, and civic life. Serving as a funder, convener, connector, and encourager, we identify and work closely with partners that share our vision. We use an equity lens in our work, ensuring that we see and address disparities. We value the diversity within our community and operate in ways that encourage and inspire connections across differences. We support transformative initiatives and projects in early childhood and public education, health and wellness, and community development. We also invest in the infrastructure of community-based organizations, strengthening capacity and supporting service expansion. We want to improve the education, health, and quality of life of the people who call Rockingham County home. Reidsville Area Foundation maintains a strong commitment to projects with long-term impact, sustainability, and collaboration. Each year, the foundation invests about $1.7 million, or 5% of its total assets, into the community. We have awarded over 1,290 grants, totaling more than $27 million, to over 137 organizations. Our accomplishments reflect the commitment and values of our community, the creativity and inventiveness of our local organizations, and the persistence and dedication of leaders at all levels.
Was that not an impressive video? Not only the artistic talent that Isabella had on there, but the information that you were able to receive from that. Our students are so talented, and that was just one small smidgen of the talent that we have here in Rockingham County. I want to say too that the Regional Area Foundation has been very supportive of Rockingham County schools, because over the 16 years that I was superintendent, we were the first in the area to have one-to-one computers for our high school students, and that was 2008. And you think about what happened with COVID, we were one of the few school districts in the state that were prepared to send a device home with their children. A large part because of the foundation that was laid by the Regional Area Foundation. And speaking about impact, at this time, I would like to introduce to you the Executive Director, Dawn Charaba, who will share information about the community report about the Regional Area Foundation's impact on our community.
Thank you, Rodney, and welcome back. Earlier, you heard how our portfolio is used to advance our mission. In this short video, we will help you visualize how strategic investments in people, places, and organizations advance and forward our mission. Over the past 20 years, the Foundation has awarded more than $27 million to projects and programs that benefit Rockingham County residents. The average grant amount is just over $21,000, with grants ranging from $100 to $1.5 million. We have awarded over 1,290 grants to 137 nonprofits, education partners, as well as municipal and county governments, supporting initiatives and projects in early childhood and public education, health and wellness, and community development. Education grants account for $11.6 million in total awards to 34 education-focused organizations. Large-scale initiatives aimed at serving all of Rockingham County form the majority of grants, with 785 in total, close to 61% of funding. I wish we could focus on all of our grants, but here you will see a list of top countywide initiatives. School health initiatives account for over $4 million in grants, including funding for student health centers, physical education equipment, and even PPE for teachers during the pandemic. Student health centers within each of our high schools are a teen-friendly safety net service that provide affordable, accessible health care to all students. Staffed by UNC Rockingham, the program has served over 25,000 students since 2007. Rockingham Promise is a partnership between Rockingham Community College, Rockingham County Schools, and Reidsville Area Foundation that enables students to take college courses on high school campuses. After launching 4 years ago, over 233 students have earned over 700 college credits. The Principals Fund is a long-standing program facilitated by the Rockingham County Education Foundation, serving an average of 1,200 students and families each year. While the majority of funds serve all Rockingham County residents, projects specifically serving the Reidsville community and the traditional Annie Penn Hospital service area are an integral part of our core funding strategy. A minimum of 2/3 of our board of directors must live in Reidsville, bringing valuable insight into the needs, challenges, and opportunities of area residents. The Foundation has partnered with the City of Reidsville on 38 grants, including key infrastructure projects like Market Square, the Senior Center, Trail and Greenway projects, and the Teen Center. RAF is a major supporter of Reidsville High School's International Baccalaureate program and the Housing Authority's North Star Children's Initiative. There have been 89 grants specifically focused on the Eden community, including a partnership with the city to build the Smith River Greenway facility, as well as the establishment of the James Austin Health Center, the county's only federally qualified health clinic. While grants in Western Rockingham have been fewer, they do not lack impact. RAF partnered with each of the towns and schools to provide paved community walking trails. Funds also aided in SCAT bus expansion and the purchase of multiple ambulances and rescue equipment. I'm so fortunate to see the work and impact of these partners every day. Our grantee partners continually amaze me. They nurture, heal, and inspire all of us. There are so many stories to tell, with many of them captured in our written report to the community. Please visit us tomorrow at the open house to receive your copy. Electronic copies will also be distributed to all event participants.
Wow. It's absolutely incredible to see that we spent $27 million giving back to our community here, all because of the Regional Area Foundation. You're probably wondering, who is this beside me? Well, this is Dave French. He is one of the board members for the Regional Area Foundation, and he's here for something really good. You got a prize for us, don't you?
I do. Thank you. Thank you. The first raffle prize for tonight was gifted to the foundation from Shay Lindsay, Reidsville's newest French-inspired bed and breakfast. The package includes one night stay with the charcuterie board, 2 glasses of wine upon arrival, followed by a European-style breakfast. This gift goes to Tony Gunn. Congratulations, Tony.
Congratulations, Tony.
Reidsville Area Foundation will coordinate the delivery of this gift certificate to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. Now we're about to see a series of videos that talks about the work of the grantees for the Regional Area Foundation. They have 4 priority areas. The areas are health and wellness, community development, early childhood, and education. Dave, I hear you make an appearance in this next video, don't you?
I think so.
Okay, well, let's see.
We'll see.
If you like sit in here and get comfortable while you're still on land, and then I'll drag you in and like.
I don't even know how to paddle, y'all. I can't. I'm supposed to. As a Health Legacy Foundation, one of our top priorities is to improve the health and wellness of Rockingham County residents. We've partnered with 43 organizations on over 300 health and wellness initiatives in the past 20 years. Come join me as I visit with a few of our many valued partners.
You're rocking a little bit.
I don't like that rock. How do I bring myself back? I'm just gonna go into this wall. How do I stop? Are you gonna catch up to me?
I'm coming.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello.
It is so nice to have you out on the lake today.
It is a beautiful day to be here.
It's my first time. I'm really nervous.
Oh, you're doing fine. You're in ship shape.
Come catch me.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's shocking. There's so many people that say and hear that people of color aren't on the water. They don't feel comfortable on the water, and it's ironic because this was originally people of color's water. It was their landscape, and from the batomen that were traveling the Dan River, freed and enslaved men that didn't even have paddles. They had sticks, and they would stick them in the mud and push their way upstream, and all the way back to the Sara and Saponi that have made a culture and a life out of what they found here. And it's not really learning to do something new, it's learning to do something old and taking back space.
We try to support our partnering organizations who are doing things to make being outdoors more accessible to the entire community. Being outdoors can lift your spirits and soothe your mind, so get outdoors.
It's been scientifically proven that it can lower your blood pressure. It can help with ADHD. A lot of people have told me once they've started getting outdoors and hiking and paddling that they've been able to actually get rid of some of their medications that they've been on for decades. And you go see a park, or you go have a picnic, or you get engaged under a tree next to the river. All of these things are beautiful memories for people.
And thank you for being out on the trail with me today.
So glad to be here, Tango. Thanks for inviting me. So my passion is just like getting people to experience the outdoors. I love being outside, and I just want everybody else to get almost as excited, if not more excited than me, to be outdoors. Being in green spaces is known to bring cortisol levels down. Having these opportunities in places where people might not have previously had these experiences opens up a whole new opportunity of health for this region.
The stew site was one of the Penn's favorite places to party in the 20s and the 30s. Everybody's sitting around playing cards and drinking and having a good time. And then when the stew's ready, they would serve it all up.
Can you talk to me a little bit about how this trail impacts well-being?
Not only heart healthy, but also mental health. This is a wonderful place to come and either walk really, really fast to get your heart going, or you can stroll along and take in the sights and just chill and just relax. I've talked to several people, you know, when we walk, that have said that their doctor prescribed the Chinquapin Trail for them to walk with a lot of help from you guys, like more than $100,000 worth over the years. We have managed to keep the trail in good shape. You've paid for an awful lot of gravel as well as a bridge and boardwalks, and we are ever so grateful, and I would think the community is too.
All right, Tango, next week, you and me on a kayak, or do you want to go water skiing? You just let me know, okay? But let's go ahead and continue, because, you know, Rockingham County, you can see from that video how beautiful our county is. It's amazing the resources that we have just right here in our own back door. And with health and wellness, it also takes us over to the simulated hospital that we have over at RCC. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Kinlaw.
This facility, when I arrived as president back in January of 2015, was completely gutted. The center of the building was a courtyard, and so our job was to complete the project. And of course, the idea had started sometime before that. So we were able to complete the project, and it is a simulated hospital. It's about a 38,000 square foot facility. There are downstairs where we're standing is a main lobby, but it also has nursing, practical nursing, and LPN to RN programs, nurse aid, respiratory therapy, and surgical technology. All of those are downstairs. They all have their dedicated labs, and there's also 3 classrooms downstairs. When you go upstairs, it's just 4 classrooms, a computer lab, faculty suite. So that's what comprises the building, but it is exactly what it says it is. It's a simulated hospital where we can simulate what you would see in any hospital that's out there.
You can see that we truly have a gym, again, over at Rockingham Community College. There are very few community colleges in a rural county like ours that would have a simulated hospital. If you've never been over there, I would encourage you to go over there and see exactly what they have. They can take you from the emergency with the paramedics all the way through to surgery over there. It's really a sight to be seen. Our Health Science Academy students at Moorhead have used that site, and our students at the other 4 high schools have also used it with health occupations, especially when COVID hit and our folks needed to get hours. We worked with Rockingham Community College, and they were able to do that all because of the simulated hospital. This next video centers on a long-standing partnership between the Reidsville Area Foundation, the Rockingham County Education Foundation, and the Rockingham County Schools. Our college advisors are going to be featured on this. And I just want to say that seeing the impact that they've made since 2007, they have raised with students, no money paid back, $278 million. It's impressive.
So there's wonderful pathways that students can take that allows them to see the world through a different lens. College advisors are yet at that age where they can still relate very well. They're very relatable to high school students. And they understand still what high school students are interested in.
There's a question about some application or financial aid, and she was there and she made us do everything. There was no skipping out or being late to anything because she was right there. So having her was easy and you get stuff done faster.
I'm very appreciative of having Miss Wood this year, and she's out there in the world. Thank you, Miss Wood.
I think for young people who might not otherwise have a chance to go to college, to go to college, to get a scholarship, to be able to graduate, come back to Rockingham County without any debt, can be so meaningful to that individual person and so helpful to Rockingham County.
The connection was there instantly for the kids at school because she was fresh and hip and knew everything about college experiences. So I think all the kids just connected with her instantly. It was amazing.
So this year, our college advisors are tremendously involved in helping our students apply for FAFSA. This is the opportunity for parents to go in and apply for the financial assistance.
I think as a result of the College Advisor Program coming to Rockingham County, we're one of the few counties, if not the only county in North Carolina, that has a college advisor in every high school. And I just think that is really meaningful for Rockingham County, really meaningful for these students, that these students and our students in Rockingham County will have the same opportunity as students in Chapel Hill, as students in Charlotte, as students in Fayetteville. I just think it's one of the great things happening in this county right now.
I cannot tell you the impact that those college advisors have had on our students. When some students thought that college was out of their reach, they found a way to make their dreams a reality. And I just want you to know, Rockingham County was also the very first county to have a college advisor at every high school. That was not the case everywhere. And we have seen the impact that that has made. And I could tell you, I'm a senior parent now. Yes, senior citizen and probably a senior parent. But this year is my oldest son's senior year. And I can only imagine all of the hoops and everything that's going to be coming our way with information. And knowing that we've got those college advisors out there helping our seniors, helping our parents, especially with the FAFSA, is absolutely incredible. At this time, I would also like to have someone join us on the call here. Miss Jenny Edwards. She is the Executive Director for the Rockingham County Education Foundation, and she's going to talk about the importance of the college advisors and their transition.
All right. Thank you, Rod. This has been like a party. I feel like, you know, this has really shown the impact of the Reidsville Area Foundation in our county, how connected we all are. I wish folks could see the chat. There's such love and connection going on in the chat box right now. I bring you greetings from the Rockingham County Education Foundation. We are a nonprofit. We were formed in 2008 by a group of concerned citizens, including Judge Ed Wilson there, who had this collective vision of increasing educational attainment in Rockingham County. This founding would not have been possible without the Reidsville Area Foundation. They put their shoulder to the wheel with these citizens, and they continue to work alongside us today. The Education Foundation, along with incredible support from the Reidsville Area Foundation, helps place these college advisors that you just heard about from UNC in every high school in Rockingham County. The program really focuses on low-income students who are underrepresented. Many of them are the first in their families to attend college. Since 2013, an astonishing $30 million in offered scholarships have gone out to our Rockingham County seniors as a direct result of this college advising program. The Reidsville Area Foundation also supports the Principals Fund. That has provided vital assistance to our students in need, more than $1,000, more than 1,000 students each year who are facing hardships. This support helps them overcome barriers to academic achievement. The Reidsville Area Foundation also provides support to a Trails K-12 program that has built 3 outdoor learning spaces in Rockingham County schools so far, and has taken several hundred students out to local rivers and local trails for field trips so that these children can see the beautiful county in which they live. I'm honored to work with the Education Foundation for this. So honored to work with so many partners here for so many reasons. From the early founding of our republic, we have known that education is vital. Educating our children is vital. It's a vital pathway to a meaningful career and to vibrant and healthy communities. So thank you, Reidsville Area Foundation. Happy birthday. Your impact is found in every sector in this county. I am convinced that every single person, whether they realize it or not, has benefited tremendously from your investment and your time and your energy in the county.
Thank you, Jenny. And again, the Rockingham County Education Foundation is making its mark and making a difference. I remember when it was just an idea, and to see it come to fruition and to see the influence that it has now within our county is absolutely amazing. But before kids get to school, we got to talk about early childhood education. So I'm going to go ahead and transition now over to the early childhood video that we have for you. That's one of our impact areas.
In starting this project, we knew that we would get some great strategies and that it would build some really great opportunities. What we didn't know is the longevity of this work and how much contribution our families could provide. They create ideas that we could have never thought of. Simple, common sense things that we can do to support them that we just didn't think about because we're not living in their experiences. And us being able to provide a platform for them to elevate their experience, their wisdom, their expertise. There are things that our family leaders have shared with us that have changed the game for us as an organization.
We have to act now. There's 2,000 days between the time a child is born and when they enter kindergarten. And knowing the fast pace of the development that's happening during those years, we don't have any time to waste. And so we know when we are raising strong, resilient children, that's strong, resilient families, which ultimately means a strong and resilient community.
Make sure that children are on reading level by 3rd grade. But I was always, in the back of my mind, it was, well, they'll catch up if they're not there, right? And the reality of what I'm discovering is that they won't. And that if we're not reaching them early and we're not investing in them early, not only will it cost more later to help, but they're not going to make the same levels and rise to the same levels that their peers will.
We are collecting our community partners and community leaders and reminding them of A, the importance of investing in early childhood, and B, that we all have a role to play, that it's not the Partnership for Children's responsibility alone, that it's not on the onus of families, that we as a community have the duty to engage in this work and support our youngest learners.
And so when we looked at what is best for our community and how do we build strong, resilient communities, we realized that everybody has a role to play. So our stakeholders that are involved in this initiative are really key. It takes all of us working together. We know early childhood has an impact on our education systems. It's impacting our workforce development, economic development, and so it is certainly connected.
Key stakeholders are first and foremost our families and our early care professionals. They know exactly what is needed to feel supported and for their children to thrive. And we need to listen, and we need to provide the space and the opportunities for them to share what is needed for us to do our very best in supporting them. And so I have the privilege and the opportunity to support families and our community in doing just that and building up our future workforce.
Our economy is tied to the health and the success of the youngest generation.
So the Reedsville Area Foundation has been a really critical player in this work and movement across the county. Through their funding, we've been able to really focus our strategic initiatives work around building resilient communities, our Kids Ready stakeholders. We're allowed to grow that community, keep this work going, compensating our families and those that are giving to the work. They've also been really great thought partners. They're at the table with these Kids Ready stakeholder discussions. They're meeting with our families, hearing the needs and experiences of those in our community. And so they're really at the forefront of helping us lead this work.
Wow. I'm going to tell you, there's so many parents in our county that rely on quality early childhood education and care that it's a critical need that we have. I can tell you from my family's experience, trying to find it when I first moved here, trying to find it when my second child was born, because you just don't want your children going anywhere. But we're very fortunate in Rockingham County to have such a wonderful group of early childhood educators that work together and make great things happen for our kids. And if you want to remember how important early childhood education is, if you have great early childhood education, you've got a huge economic driver. If you don't have it, you're not going to go anywhere with your economic drives in your county. But that also brings me, I'm also driven to find out exactly who might get this next prize, Dave. We're glad to have Dave French back here for another drawing.
This next prize is special, and it's a family portrait session with Ashley Latham Photography, and the raffle prize goes to, drum roll, Liz Sedgwick. Congratulations, Liz. Regional Area Foundation will coordinate this gift certificate to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate your help there.
Sure.
I just want to, and now this next video is really important because it shows how the collaboration of working together can create a significant change in our community. The recent broadband partnership is the first in the state with a private business, local foundations, the county commissioners, the schools, and the community college. It would not have been possible without all of us coming together, because you know what? Internet should be like water and electricity. Everybody should have access to it. So let's look at that video now.
We need that high-speed internet for all kinds of things.
This was kind of a game changer. County is the first county in the state of North Carolina to take this approach. Connect Rockingham County is a way for the county to engage our community, to provide high-speed internet to those that are either underserved or have no connection whatsoever.
We learned that a lot of our residents, they can't afford internet.
Some are easy to fix. It could be a quick subsidy. Some is more systems change work.
We teamed up with the Reedsville Area Foundation. We teamed up with the public schools, the community college, and Spectrum to create a $17 million investment.
We will be the first county in North Carolina that will have just about total coverage.
When you look at Rockingham County, the federal government says we're 98% covered. We know that to be incorrect. Today, we see about 60% of the citizens have access to what we would consider high-speed internet. Rockingham County, through this project, chose to go with fiber. So the nice thing about fiber is it helps a rural environment. It allows the connection to go much further than traditional technology of DSL lines or the coax. What does that mean? It means that we can get the top speeds to the last house down the line. That allows each home to be able to have as many devices as you can imagine connected and being able to download at one time.
What are we doing to support digital literacy? One of those things that we've been able to do is find other organizations that specialize in this, has particular expertise. Jesse met a friend of a friend. We had a conversation. He shared about all this information that he's been sharing with people in many different areas, not just North Carolina. So I was just really impressed with, you got this long history of supporting digital literacy and wanting to have this energy out here for folks that have access to resources. And it just made a natural sense for us to just stay connected over the years.
My first success was a woman that was over 90, and she was sent by her manager in order to take these classes to learn how to operate the computer a little better than what she had known. And we got her through those classes, and when she was about to take the test, she was very nervous. And she says, "I don't take tests very well." And I says, "Don't worry, you got it." And she ended up getting a 96.
We need that high-speed internet for all kinds of things. They need our electronic medical records. That's a great example. We use those medical records throughout our health system. We transfer those to other physicians, to other states, to specialists. So we felt being part of the coalition gave us a collective voice.
The Reedsville Area Foundation, from starting the process of pulling everybody together, to talk about a common problem that we had. And once we saw the problem, we were able to identify ways to solve that problem.
The ability to team up with the Reidsville Area Foundation, the Rockingham County School System, Rockingham Community College was something that they had not seen before as far as a collaborative effort.
The Reidsville Area Foundation committed $1.5 million. The public schools committed $1.5 million. The community college committed $250,000. The county committed $3.4 million. And then Spectrum committed the remaining $10.4 million, which is a total of $17 million investment in our county.
If you're a resident of Rockingham County and you don't currently have broadband access, or you know someone that doesn't, please search online for Rockingham County Broadband Initiative, and there you will find phone numbers, connection forms, or web addresses that will allow you to search to see if you're part of a future plan for the broadband initiative.
It's exciting to know that no matter where you live in Rockingham County, you're going to get access to high-speed internet. Not the stuff that gets interrupted when it rains or it snows, or it's not sitting there listening for the dial-up to get going, but we're really going to have true internet access. And I can tell you, Ursula Young is also one of the board members for the Reidsville Area Foundation, and she and I both can tell you from my firsthand experience that when COVID hit and kids needed to have conversations with their teachers, they found all kinds of different places in order to make that happen. My heart goes out to all the families, grandparents, extended family, who made it work for those of you who are fortunate enough to have that high-speed internet. We hope we don't have another pandemic, but if we do, Rockingham County is going to be prepared and be able to teach our kids without missing a beat. So at this time, I think we have another prize. Am I right?
That's right. This is the final prize of the evening, and it's sponsored by Sweet Honey. Sweet Honey is a local company located in the western Rockingham County side of our district or county, and they specialize in elegant outdoor picnics, brunches, and dinners. And the prize tonight is a brunch or picnic for two.
That will win you some points, won't it?
It will. And I get to try Sweet Honey tomorrow, and you do too. If you come out to the open house at Reidsville Area Foundation. So let's find out who the winner is.
I'm gonna give you a drum roll.
All right. Angela Martin is the winner.
All right, Angela.
Angela, Reidsville Area Foundation will coordinate the gift, getting the gift to you tonight.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ursula. And at this time, we also, one of the reasons that the Education Foundation has been able to do, the Reidsville Area Foundation has been able to do so well is because of the management of the funds that have been entrusted to them. At this time, we have a video from SCI Investments. It's a company that has worked with the foundation for the last 12 years. So here's a brief message from them.
Hello everyone, I'm Florence Mora.
And I'm Vivian Estat.
On behalf of the SCI Institutional Investor Group, we are proud to join Reidsville Area Foundation's 20th anniversary celebration of impact, supporting early childhood and public education, health and wellness, and community development for Rockingham County. SCI is keen to be aligned with the Foundation's vision and mission. 2022 marks 10 years of our strategic partnership, and during this time, we have focused on providing fiduciary and investment oversight that the Foundation's pool of assets is strategically invested and preserved for their mission's long-term success. Since inception in December 2012, Reidsville Area Foundation's investment portfolio total assets have grown from 19 million to more than 37 million as of June 2022. During this time, we have experienced varying economic and market cycles. However, our strategic and diversified asset allocation based on the Foundation's goals, objectives, and risk tolerances has performed in line with expectations. To protect and grow the portfolio, we are proud of this accomplishment as partners and, most importantly, the Foundation's confidence and trust in SEI.
In recognition of Reidsville Area Foundation's 20th anniversary, SEI is proud to donate $2,500 to the Jonathan Craig Student Athlete Scholarship, created through a partnership between the Foundation and Rockingham County Schools in honor of board member Jonathan W. Craig Jr., who passed away in September 2020.
In closing, Vivian and I look forward to building upon the good work we have already done for Reidsville Area Foundation to create a well-suited, risk-adjusted portfolio strategy that continues to align with its mission to positively impact the Rockingham County community. We are thankful for the Foundation's trusted partnership in SEI, and again, share our congratulations on the 20th anniversary.
Thank you for all that wonderful information. But most of all, SEI, thank you for that donation to the Jonathan Craig Scholarship. Both Ursel and myself knew Jonathan Craig very well. She knew him when he was in high school and all that, and then they followed each other through college. I had the fortune of working with him as a principal and working at the district office with myself. The one thing that was constant with him is that he cared about kids.
That is so true, Rodney. Jonathan cared about kids, and I will tell you that he had many careers within the educational profession. He was a math teacher, an assistant principal, and he ended his career as the executive director of Rockingham County Schools Human Resources Department. But out of all of his jobs, his favorite was coaching students. Would you say?
I would say that's the truth, because anytime you ever wanted to see a smile come on Jonathan's face, it came because he was talking about the students that have helped him. When I would go out, we'd go out to eat lunch or dinner before a board meeting, and he has former athletes that would come up and say, "Hey, Coach Craig, how you doing?" And what it did for him, and for me really, is that I saw the impact that one person can have. And that's kind of what we're talking about here today, is the impact of the Reidsville Area Foundation. But the fact that Jonathan Craig is still making an impact even after he's been gone, and it still doesn't seem real, does it?
No, it does not. But we are so thankful to the Reidsville Area Foundation for keeping the memory of Jonathan Craig alive. And we know that the students who receive the scholarships are thankful as well.
I couldn't have said it better. Thanks, Ursel. At this time, there's been a lot of changes with the Reidsville Area Foundations over the years, but their commitment to serving and creating a just community for all with individuals has been a core value. And it's my pleasure at this time to introduce past board member Lee Najelski as he shares his perspective on the Foundation's equity work in this next video.
When I was a child in Reidsville, I'm just going to talk through it and I'll get there and I'll revisit it.
Take your time.
I can remember the Klan marching in downtown Reidsville. This is where the community comes together, all in a selfless way, with varying viewpoints, many very strongly held, which is what we want, and where we try to solve tough problems. As someone of a certain age, these are not just things out of a history book. I'm in the Reidsville Area Foundation offices today speaking to you. I can go right around the corner to where I went to the Saturday matinee as a child, and all of the black children were required to enter in the alley, order their food in the alley, and sit separate from us. Racial equality and racial equity issues are tough, but they need to be faced. And if we don't face them and we don't have good, honest conversations, we're not going to move forward. I think the key goal of the Reidsville Area Foundation in the community, and this is a very subjective thing, I've given it some thought, a lot of thought over the years, and what I've come to believe, the key goal of the Reidsville Area Foundation is to enable the community to, as best possible, approach its potential. When we were doing reactive grant making, we would get 45 grants at one time, and we had to read every one of them and rank them from 1 to 45. That is not the way to do grant making, and that was one of the things that we eventually figured out how to improve. So what you really need to know about the Reidsville Area Foundation is it's a living thing. It is formed by the people who make up the organization. It is formed by the community at large that informs the work that we do. Lots of hard work, but when you're working hard for a community that you're committed to, very little of the time did it feel like work. It was, I guess, to use the trite saying, a labor of love.
I don't know how to follow that video. Lee did such a great job describing about what the impact of this foundation does for our community, all of our community. I can tell you on a professional and personal note that he and many other board members of this foundation pushed me to do what was best for all kids. And that is one thing that we've tried to do, and that is one thing that the foundation has been committed to do. Because when all kids are successful, and our community is successful, you can go nowhere but up. And so now we're going to talk about collaboration. And at this time, I'd like to recognize in the final video of the evening, Ms. Sherry Barrett, our board chair, and Dr. Tiffany Morris, sharing their thoughts about the Reidsville Area Foundation.
What I love most about this work is our commitment to excellence in education, healthcare, and advancing equity in our community.
I want to thank past and current board members for their visions and their ability to do difficult work for new experiences and new opportunities for those in our community. Some of what we do is not easy, and I appreciate their efforts and willingness to move the needle in the direction for a better Reidsville. What I most love about this work is seeing the transformative grants that the Reidsville Area Foundation has given and how they change the community. I love seeing the smiles on children's faces, having opportunities that they would never otherwise get to experience. I love seeing how healthcare grants have transformed the community and given services to those who may not have access to them.
While we're excited about our 20-year celebration, what we are most excited about is looking forward to our future. Reidsville Area Foundation is committed to continuing our work with advancing equity and supporting our mission for education, healthcare, and our community. I want to express my sincere thanks for all of you for joining us for this celebration and the contributions you've made to Reidsville Area Foundation.
Thank you, ladies. That was a great message. And you're exactly right. We're talking about the impact for the past 20 years. But what about the next 20 years? My successor, Mr. Stover, who's the new superintendent for Rockingham County Schools, I hope he has just as much success as I did over my 16 years here. Out of the $27 million that was given out to the community, just a little under $9 million went to education, to all the children in Rockingham County Schools. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. And I know that that commitment to education as one of the core values for the foundation will continue. First of all, I could not have gotten this thing done today at all without the help of Chase and Roy. My hat's off to the two of them. They are great. They're not going to come out in front of the camera because even if I ask them to, they won't do it. But they've done a phenomenal job today. I personally want to thank the three executive directors that I've had the pleasure to work with in the 16 years I've been here. And that's Craig, Jenny, and Dawn. It really takes my mind away to think about the impact and the relationship that I've been able to make with you all. And with that being said, as much as you love the virtual today, guess what? We have some really good food tomorrow. So if you would, come by the Regional Area Foundation tomorrow between 10 o'clock in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. And let's celebrate the best 20 years, but looking forward to the next 20.